Donald Trump's former lawyer, Roy Cohn, is known as a controversial figure in American political and legal history. Here are brief summaries of the most striking events about Roy Cohn. Collaboration with Senator Joseph McCarthy. Roy Cohn gained fame in the 1950s as the chief counsel to Senator Joseph McCarthy. Together with McCarthy, he played a significant role in the witch hunts aimed at rooting out alleged communist sympathizers in the U.S. government and society. Many careers and reputations were damaged during this period. The Rosenberg Trial. Cohn played a key role in the 1953 trial of Ethel and Julius Rosenberg, who were convicted and executed for allegedly passing atomic bomb secrets to the Soviet Union. This case became one of the most famous espionage trials of the Cold War era. Representing Donald Trump. In the 1970s and 1980s, Roy Cohn served as Donald Trump's personal lawyer. He had a significant influence on Trump's business strategies and aggressive legal tactics. Cohn advised Trump to never apologize and always attack. Ethical scandals and disciplinary investigations. Throughout his career, Cohn faced numerous ethical scandals. In 1986, he was disciplined by the New York Bar Association for professional misconduct, and his law license was suspended. This marked a significant decline in his career. Death and legacy. Roy Cohn died in 1986 from complications of AIDS. Before his death, he attempted to hide his illness from the public and claimed to be heterosexual. Cohn is remembered for his controversial legacy in both political and legal circles. Roy Cohn is regarded by both his supporters and critics as one of the most polarizing and influential figures in American history. This guy is as cool as they come. If you have the time, read about how he started practicing. Ram Jethmalani, the smuggler's lawyer. Known as India's highest paid and most controversial lawyer. Some of his high-profile controversial cases include defending Rajiv Gandhi's assassins in the Madras High Court in 2011, defending Indira Gandhi's assassins, defending Harshad Mehta in the stock market scam, defending Ketan Parekh in the stock market scam, defending underworld Don Haji Mastan, defending Afzal Guru in his death penalty case, defending L.K. Advani in the Hawala scam, defending Manu Sharma in the Jessica Lal murder case, defending Amit Shah, former Home Minister of Gujarat, in the Sohrabuddin fake encounter case, defending Amit Jogi, son of Ajit Jogi, in the Ramavatar Jagi murder case, defending Kanimoji in the 2G Spectrum case, filing a special petition for Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy in the CBI investigation into money laundering in his companies, defending Yediyurappa in the illegal mining scam case, defending A.G. Peraravalan, T. Suthendra Raja alias Santhan, and Sriharan alias Murugan, convicted in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, defending Ramdev regarding the use of force against his followers at Ramlila ground on June 4, 2011. I charge high fees, but 90% of my practice is pro bono. But why shouldn't I earn from the remaining 10% who are wealthy? Attorney Judy Clark is recognized as a defense lawyer who has been involved in some of the most striking and controversial cases in American legal history. She specializes in death penalty cases and has successfully saved numerous high-profile defendants from the death penalty. Here are brief summaries of the most notable events involving Judy Clark. 1. The Unabomber case. Ted Kaczynski. Event. Ted Kaczynski, known as the Unabomber, carried out 16 bombings between 1978 and 1995, killing 3 people and injuring 23rd. Clark's role. Judy Clark was part of Kaczynski's defense team. She focused on his mental health issues and helped him avoid the death penalty. Kaczynski was sentenced to life in prison without parole. 2. Timothy McVeigh and the Oklahoma City bombing event. Timothy McVeigh orchestrated the 1995 bombing of a federal building in Oklahoma City, killing 168 people. It was the deadliest terrorist attack in U.S. history until 9/11. Clark's role. Clark was one of McVeigh's defense attorneys. Although McVeigh was ultimately sentenced to death and executed in 2001, Clark fought against the death penalty in this case. 3. Eric Rudolph, Atlanta Olympic Park bomber. Event. Eric Rudolph bombed the 1996 Atlanta Olympics, killing 2 people and injuring over 100. He was also involved in other bombings. Clark's role: Clark represented Rudolph and negotiated a plea deal that spared him the death penalty. Rudolph was sentenced to life in prison. 4. Jared Lee Loughner, Gabby Gifford's assassination attempt. Event: Jared Lee Loughner attempted to assassinate U.S. Representative Gabby Giffords in 2011, killing 6 people and injuring 13 others. Clark's role: Clark focused on Loughner's mental health issues and successfully prevented him from receiving the death penalty. Loughner was sentenced to life in prison. 5. Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, Boston Marathon bomber. Event: Dzhokhar Tsarnaev was responsible for the 2013 Boston Marathon bombing, which killed 3 people and injured over 260. Clark's role: Clark defended Tsarnaev and attempted to save him from the death penalty. However, she was unsuccessful in this case, and Tsarnaev was sentenced to death. This is considered one of Clark's rare defeats. 6. Susan Smith case event. Susan Smith drowned her 2 young sons in a lake in 1994 and initially tried to frame it as a kidnapping. Clark's role: Clark represented Smith and focused on her mental health issues, helping her avoid the death penalty. Smith was sentenced to life in prison. Judy Clark's defense philosophy: Judy Clark is a staunch opponent of the death penalty. In her cases, she often focuses on defendants' past traumas, mental health issues, and human aspects. This strategy has saved many high-profile defendants from the death penalty. Clark is known as a death penalty lawyer and has become a legend in this field. Judy Clark is regarded by both her supporters and critics as one of the most effective and controversial figures in the American justice system.